Section 6.3, number 49, we're going to find the solution of this equation. So first thing I want to do is get this term with the sine squared with x in it by itself. So I'm going to add that 1, and I get 4 sine squared of x equals positive 1. And then I need to get rid of this little 4 here, so I'm going to divide both sides by 4 to get sine squared x equals 1/4. And then to get sine of x by itself, so we'll get rid of that square. I will take the square root of both sides. And when I do that, I get sine of x on the left, and on the right, I get plus or minus 1/2. So even if it's a minus 1/2, if one side squared, I'd get 1/4. All right, now that really is two equations, so that gives me sine of x equals 1/2, or sine of x gives me negative 1/2. So I'm going to separate those and take the sine inverse of both sides. So on the left here, I'll get x, and the sine inverse of 1/2 gives me the possible solutions. So we're going to eventually find all real solutions, but let's start with just what's on the unit circle, so from 0 to 2 pi. So sine inverse of 1/2 gives me pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. And on the equation on the right, when I take sine inverse of both sides, I get on the left, I get x, and on the right, I get 7 pi over 6 or 11 pi over 6, looking at the unit circle. So those are my possible solutions within 0 to 2 pi. But I want to find all the real solutions. So I take those possible solutions and I add that period, because this cycle is going to go on forever, and it repeats every multiple of 2 pi. So with k as any integer, that means I can subtract or add any multiple of 2 pi. And I put that on each of my possible solutions. And that this set of 4 possible solutions now represents all the possible real solutions to this equation.